What's up everybody, and welcome back to another episode of BH Brewing. In today's tasting sessions we're going to be trying this one by Lervig. This is their Orange Velvet. Now you may remember the last Lervig I had, it was their Sour Human Nature. I wasn't a massive fan of that, so let's hope this one's a lot better. Here it is then in the glass. First of all, you can see it is a very kind of light yellow colour, like kind of really light straw, I'd say. Head on it is pretty much non-existent, it's not really there. Carbonation, it's okay, it's not properly carbonated like we've had in previous beers, but there is definitely some carbonation there, just lacking in their head really. Let's go in with the nose. So I definitely get that orange. That orange comes through in big waves in the aroma. That's for sure. That's the predominant kind of aroma that comes through it. It's a strange one in a way because it's not like, you know, when you sniff the outside of a kind of orange peel and it's that lovely proper orange. This smells more like the flesh of an orange. So it's a little different than what I would expect when you say orange, but it still really smells of kind of the fleshy part of the orange, and it does smell rather quite nice. Am I getting anything else to that? Probably not, no. That's kind of the main aroma I'm getting. Maybe a little bit of peach in the background, I'd possibly say, but predominantly it's orange. Let's go in and try it. Okay, well the good news is the orange definitely comes through on the flavour. So the aroma matches the flavour, which is always nice to have when you get a beer and it smells a certain and it tastes of something completely different. That's always a bit annoying, but that definitely tastes of orange. It's not your traditional kind of sweet orange, it's not like a tangerine or a blood orange. It's not that kind of sweetness to it, it's more of a bitter orange, I would say. But the flavour is definitely there, it's definitely of orange for sure. I would almost liken it in terms of the bitterness to it, almost to kind of that breakfast juice quality, but not quite as bitter. There's no grapefruit in there for sure, it's definitely more orange. You know, if you have like a breakfast juice, you have usually a breakfast juice is orange and grapefruit and then a few other bits in there. This is definitely more on the orange side of things, but one thing to say is it's definitely not sweet. Now, if you look on the can, what it does say about it is that in the blurb it says a double dry hop lactose IPA with shitloads of hops. They actually put shit on there, I like that. Good from Lervig. With a touch of tangerine and vanilla. So the weird thing about this is I'm not getting any vanilla, like at all. I know it's only a touch, but there's no vanilla here whatsoever. It's definitely all orange. The other strange thing is this is brewed with lactose, but unless I read that on the tin, I wouldn't have known. Lactose generally makes the beer sweeter, more of a velvety mouthfeel. I don't get that from this beer. And it says it's a velvet orange, you know, IPA. It's not that enveloping mouthfeel that I would expect from a beer that has lactose in it. So yeah, it definitely does lack, you know, that kind of velvety mouthfeel that they claim that it has. It's still a bloody lovely beer, do not get me wrong, it is a nice beer. Yeah, it's just that mouthfeel it just feels like a normal IPA. I don't get that velvety kind of ness I have had in other beers or in Milkshake IPAs. It's certainly not as velvety as they claim. In terms of the finish on it is actually quite dry, but I don't mind that because it kind of suits that style of orange, to be fair. Overall, if I was to put this on my old Untapped, which I will be doing, I'd probably give this a solid 3.5, maybe 3.25, around that range. On the old rate beer scale, I'd probably go late 70s, early 80s on the old rate beer scale. But yeah, overall it's quite a nice drop this. Cheers.